Welcome everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. My name is Tod Raines, and normally at this time, you might expect to see me here 2:30s on Fridays doing all things wood turning live stream. But today we have something special. Vendor Showcase team is here, as you can see on the side there, and we're going to do a little bit of chat with you today. We're also going to do some answering of questions you might have. So post those in the comments. And we'll get to them as soon as we're done our little 3-minute spiel each. We're going to each talk about ourselves and what we expect over the next few days, next week. So join us and post your comments. We'll keep track of them as we go, and we'll look forward to having this conversation over the next hour or so. So we're going to go through one by one, and first up, we're going to have Cindy Drozda.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Drozda, and I am excited to see all of you guys at the AAW in person next weekend. It is. Wow. So just to introduce myself a little bit, what I do, what I'm going to do, I am going to be at, that's not where we wanted to be. We wanted to be here. We wanted to be here at Chattanooga. I'm going to be doing a couple of demos at the symposium, and I'll be in the trade show, like all of us will be in the trade show. And what I do is I sell turning tools, and I also do online demos. This is what I'm going to be doing at the symposium. The session is called Maximizing Burl Figure, and I'll be showing how I take a burl and make a natural edge bowl with a balanced rim. This piece here that showed up by accident a second ago is my AAW auction donation. And here is how you can find the auction. It's online now for bidding. And so, yeah, have some fun with that. What I really love to do these days is online classes, demos. And I'm going to be doing my next one on July 9th. Here it is. And the sign up is not quite active yet, but it will be soon. And what I'm going to do is my waterfall bowl, and it's going to be a part of a lidded container series that I'm doing. It'll be 4 sessions, and I'll show how to do a variety of pieces. This one is going to be fun. Natural edge lidded container with a tall stem and a finial, and I'll show you how I do the finials and stems as well. And then I'll do a lidded hollow form also. So that's kind of the fun I'm planning to have. But before this demo happens, we're going to be doing the AAW Symposium. And I, along with everyone else, will be in the trade show. So we've got some really fun stuff planned for the trade show. I hope I'll see you there. And over to Joe is next.
Hi, everybody. Joe Fleming here. My contact information is airbrushingwood.com. All the other information is right there for those of you that aren't familiar with my business. At the show, or let's see, what I do as a business is I provide education in regard to all things coloring wood, airbrushing, etc. I do sell Grex professional airbrushing equipment, paints, brushes, compressors, and the like, some Grex air tools as well. And I do airbrush maintenance and repairs for those people that need that. I occasionally have used equipment available. Contact me and ask if you're interested. I buy used equipment when I can find it and refurbish it to make sure it's all good to work, and then provide that at a discounted price. So that's kind of my business. At Chattanooga, I'm going to have airbrushing starter kits are all going to be discounted $30. And I'm also going to, from the website price, and I'm also going to throw in a free bottle of reducer at the show, and provide 1 hour of consultation for folks that are getting going as part of that deal as well. And I'm also going to offer it online for those of you that are not going to attend the show for 1 week. So that'll go till Saturday. I think the second is the following Saturday. So if you use checkout code AAW22, I don't have it turned on yet. It'll turn on the 23rd, which is the first day of the show, which is Thursday, if I recall. And my other tools will be discounted well at the show, but only the kits are going to be discounted online. One thing that's new this year, and this is a one-time only deal, is I'm going to carry, I didn't mean for all that stuff to be all highlighted yellow, but Hollow Pro tools by Mike Jakowski. He does all these wonderful, very small opening hollow forms, and he has his own design of tools, and he has a few different tools available. He has the original tools. They're shown there in the upper left corner of the pictures. He has the rocket tools, the small and the large. The large is a new tool that he's just offering. I'll be the first one selling those available. And then he also has a small tool that's called it's a machined edge tool, which allows it to go into even a more narrow opening. I'll have a few of those available as well. So for those of you that are familiar with Mike's tools, he wasn't able to come to the show. He asked if I could do them. I said I'd do them, but I'm only doing them this once. So this is your chance. Everything's going to be discounted 10%. You can go on his website at mikejakowski.com. And if you can't remember how to spell it, think of jackofsky.com. And you can see his tools there. The new large rockets are there. The new bent tool is not yet listed on his website because I just looked. But anyway, and he also has the calipers. I'll have those and some of the accessories like extra tips and things. So feel free to look me up. I'm looking forward to being at the show. It's great to finally be live again. And with that, Todd, we'll turn it over.
That means I'm on.
You're on.
I was going to say, where'd all the audio go? So I'm Steve Worcester. By the way, I have Mike Jakowski's tools. I really like them. Super nice guy, too. My name is Steve Worcester. I am founder of turningwood.com. We are a wood turning tools and abrasives company out of Plano, Texas. We are not going to be at Chattanooga, but we do have reduced price on shipping. Orders over $50 ship for $5 until sometime, let's say July 4th. Our primary product lines are Mirka abrasives. We carry Mirka's, there we go. We carry Mirka's gold products, Abralon, which is a great product for, well, I should say gold, which is a good all-purpose sanding product in 30 millimeter, 2-inch, and 3-inch. We carry Abranet, which is a great product for wet and oily woods, as well as somebody who wants a more premium product that's going to last longer. In 2-inch and 3-inch, we carry Abralon, which was invented for the solid surface countertop industry for Corian, but it's widely used to get a really high sheen. So it's really, really good on oily woods or film finishes, lacquers, things like that. It's also very widely used by the bowling industry for shining up the bowling balls. We carry Tim Skilton's 2-inch and 3-inch. All right, where to go? There it is. 3-inch sanding mandrels. One of our newest product lines is the hand sander. This is made in-house, made in the USA, out of USA. It's 3D printed, USA filaments. It has genuine Velcro on the bottom. It's designed to take our Skilton mandrel, so you can use it as a 3-inch sander. And then we've just, as a 2-inch or 3-inch sander, and then we've just come out with this, which is an add-on that attaches to the bottom and will allow you to use 3-inch products. So you could actually use a standard 2-inch mandrel and then use this as a add-on to allow you to sand with 3-inch media. So it's a really versatile product. It follows in our whole line of products with interface pads and protector pads, which are good all around. We're also a robust dealer. We sell robust tools, their gouge line, as well as lathes and live centers and cup centers. And we also sell a lot of flat working products. This hand sander is probably one of the best on the market. This is called sold by or manufactured by Time Shaver. It's ABS plastic. It's super durable. And as you can see, you can use our Abranet, which we sell by the foot and by the roll. And then we also carry a line of Mirka's sandpaper for Mirka Gold for sheet goods, as well as 5 and 6-inch products for Abranet if you want to use them on DA sanders or random orbit sanders. You have any questions, feel free to hit us up and have some fun at the symposium. It's a great time. Todd, back to you.
And Lyle is next. So
A little bit of hollowing here.
where is he?
And
There he is.
just the fingertip control. I want you really can't have a gathering of turners without some turning, so we're going to play a little bit here, but doing a little bit of hollowing here. And just the fingertip control. I want to save some of these and show the shavings instead of sawdust coming out in here. Pretty cool. Hi, welcome to Michigan. I'm Lyle Jamieson and glad to be part of this elite group here. I've got lots of resources to share with you, but not a lot of time to do it here. But you can look at my YouTube channel. I've got close to 200 YouTube for my teaching. My website is a huge resource with articles and Q&As that I've done over the years, and lots of information about tools. I'll talk about that in a second. How about Facebook and Instagram? We're on there. You can see some of my work there too. I manufacture and sell tools, hollowing system, and bowl gouge. Again, look at my website under the More Information tab in the tool store, and you can get tool reviews and information there. In AAW coming up, I normally don't do sales. I keep my prices as low as I possibly can so that more people can have this fun with hollowing. And so I don't normally do sales, but at AAW I'm going to have some sales, and I'm going to have a cash discount. So for you folks that are going to AAW personally, you'll be able to take advantage of that, and I'll have tools there that you won't have to pay shipping on. So good deal for those AAW participants. One thing I want to really talk about is the IRDs, the interactive remote demos. I've been doing remote demos for clubs now for more than 7 years. Been doing them for individuals for 3 years, where you can go to my website and purchase a seat. And 2.5 hour live interactive. I really want and promote participation from the audience leads me in lots of different directions. So the IRDs are fun and educational, so something to look for. I do the personal IRDs about once a month, and so we'll have those coming up soon. I don't have any posted right at the moment, but there'll be some coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. And we'll pass the baton on to the next vendor. See you next.
And John's
see you
up
at
next.
AAW, and we'll see you the next time we do a vendor showcase.
Todd, why don't you do the switching so we don't fight each other? Very good.
I'm next. Put me
John's
up there.
next.
Okay, greetings, everyone. That's Steve. That's not me. Hi, Steve. There we are. And again, welcome. We are kind of a unique group. I don't think anybody else is doing things like we're doing here. But if you guys will keep up with us, we do some more extensive demos in our several times a year vendor showcases. So we'd be glad to see you at those. I'll be at Chattanooga, and I'm glad Cindy brought up the auction in Chattanooga. So you can look that up at woodturner.org. I'm going to be really busy since the symposium is in my home state of Tennessee here. I'm going to be doing 6 rotations and a panel discussion and critiquing the instant gallery. So I'm going to be really busy. But I will be in the trade show as well, and Vicki will be there. And for you Instagrammers, my friend Perry Shaw will be there. So all you Instagram wood turners know Perry. So Perry will be helping in my booth. I'm going to show you just a couple of quick photos. I'm not sure what I have to do this. There we go. Oh, there it is. And I'm going to show you one more photo. These are typical of the things I do, and I'll be demonstrating this sort of stuff at, and I'm going to show you 2 very, very short videos. One of my hollow turning tool in use. That's the #1 hook tool. That's the main bent or hook tool that I use. Hollowing a little Osage orange piece, which I will have at Chattanooga, all finished. It's been quite a job carving it. So I've just finished it up in the last couple of days. And to blow the shavings out. And here's a little video from this morning. Getting ready to go to the AAW Symposium in Chattanooga. These are for our trade show booth. We got lots of tools ready to go. Some of these are to be delivered. And then lots of inventory. We have Thompson gouges, bowl gouges, detail gouges. We have the Turner's Edge gouges made by Robust. Different size bowl gouges as well as detail gouges. Lots of sharpening jigs, shear scrapers, slip stones for raising the burr on the shear scrapers. We've got a lot of hollowing tools ready to go. These are 1/2-inch sets. And then lots of full-size 3/4-inch tool. If you're going to the symposium, come down to the trade show booth and say hey. That's about it for me. I hope to see a lot of you there. Visit my website. I do remote demos and stuff like everybody else, and I enjoy doing those. So. We're going to hang around for questions, by the way. So.
Thanks, John. Let me just do that. Well, I keep getting that screwed up. There we go. So I think I'm the last one here to go. So I appreciate everybody's working through this and working through the changeovers and stuff. We've got a great show. Expecting a great show, hopefully at AAW here. My name's Tod Raines. I'm the owner of Woodturning Tool Store, along with my wife. We've been in business for 5 years now, and so we are very happy to be here in front of you today, as always, every Friday or most every Friday afternoons. If you need to get a hold of me, Tod at Woodturning Tool Store, my phone number there, our website address, all that stuff. Be sure to drop me a line if you have any questions, any thoughts about what you see here today, or what questions you may have about any tools I carry. For the AAW, I hope you're going to be there as well. We're going to be in booth 216, right next to Cindy, actually. And so the other thing to look out for is the vendor showcase banner. Each 6 of us should have one. I guess Steve's not going to be there, but 5 of us will have a banner actually physically in our booth. So if you see one of those, you'll know who you're seeing and who you got that were part of the vendor showcase. One of our specials is our special for the show is going to be a free $10 gift card for every $100 spent. So spend $100, get $10 in a gift card. Spend $200, get 2 $10 gift cards. Spend 300 or more, you get 3, etc. on the way up. So it's a 10% basically discount. We're trying to keep prices low. This is a good way for you to kind of pick up that extra thing after the show that you may have forgotten. So the other thing to know is if we're so this is kind of what the gift card will look like. If we're there and we don't have the inventory that we might have, we will ship it for free within the U.S., and that includes Alaska and Hawaii. My friends over there in Hawaii, and as well as Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Islands. They're part of the U.S. Postal Service delivery route as well. So be sure to ask us if we have it in stock at home. We should be able to tell you, or whether we're going to have to get some deliveries to us before we can ship it out. So we're looking forward to that as well. The other thing we're going to do is we are going to ask you to join our newsletter, and we are going to give away a couple of items. These are demo pieces from some of my IRDs, or interactive remote demos. A bowl and bowl will be given away to a random newsletter subscriber. We'll have a list there for you guys to sign up for, and then as well as one of my whiskey barrel piston boxes. So sign up for the newsletter. Join my newsletter that I send out periodically, give you information about the store, about us, about some wood turning events, and we'd be happy to pick 2 random winners Sunday morning and give these away. So that's it. I hope to see you there at AAW, and I look forward to meeting all of these 6 people on the panel. Steve is just 5 minutes away, so I can see him anytime. And see a bunch of new friends I've made over the internet, and a bunch of old friends I haven't seen for a long time. So I hope to see you there. Yeah, excellent. So that is it from the 6 of us in terms of sort of vendor showcase intros and stuff. We are here and going to remain here to answer questions you may have. And I'm just trying to get out of full screen mode because decided to go full screen. There we go. So yeah, please, we don't have a lot of questions piled up, but which is a little unfortunate, but if you do have questions out there, please post them in your YouTube chat, and we'll see them here and bring them up. So Cindy, do you want to bring up the first, I guess we can all unmute now and have a little chat discussion.
David's got a great question that I should have addressed when I was talking about the auction. Yes, you can bid on auction pieces if you won't be at the symposium. And in fact, at the live auction, the online people have as much of a chance to get a bid in at the moment as anyone else. And so oftentimes it's an online bidder who wins the piece. So yes, please attend. It'll be fun.
I would encourage people to go, even if you're not interested in buying something. If you go to woodturner.org, you'll have the links to the auctions, and you get to see all that nice work. So you can have fun just looking at it. And if you're sort of the voyeur type, you can kind of watch the money and see how the bids go. the auctions are live now, and people are bidding slowly right now, but they are being bid upon, and it'll get heated at the symposium, so you can actually watch it live in real time.
Well, that's
Yeah,
kinda
and
cool.
I wanted to make another mention about the symposium. As usual, you can attend the trade show and the instant gallery for free. If you don't have to register for the symposium to attend those two events, so that means you have no excuses for not visiting us.
That's right.
Absolutely.
This will
I
be
do
my
like that.
third,
We can get a lot of people walking off the street checking out the trade show. So
this
that's
is
an
going to
important
be
thing to
my
know.
34th or 5th symposium. However
Well,
many they've had.
Don't
I've
age
been all
yourself,
of them.
John.
Everyone.
I've been there almost as long. I got one more
Yeah.
thing to add to my little AAW journey. If you remember back, for the people in the audience that saw our egg cup and Easter time event for vendor
Mhm.
showcase.
Yep.
I did an egg cup and Cindy did an egg that we ended up with that I will be doing a drawing in my booth to give away. So stop by my booth and sign up for the drawing by giving us your email, and we'll make a drawing, and we're going to give that away. Something that we did as our demo pieces in the last one of the vendor showcase. So.
Yeah, and I have an egg cup and an egg too. Lyle's egg cup, my egg. See, we did a bunch of practicing. This is why we have
Yep.
so many extra pieces. So, yeah, come to
I
the
have one
symposium.
too, but
I did
Shelley's
not practice. I
confiscated
have
it.
no
So,
egg cups and no eggs.
yeah. So,
John doesn't do eggs.
I don't
Yeah.
practice.
you do eggs. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of your
Yeah,
forms
your eggs are bigger and they're hollow.
Exactly. Good. We have some folks to say hi to. We got Taller, don't know, from Spain. I remember seeing him on my live stream a few weeks ago. So welcome.
Hola.
Thank you for joining. Jim, thanks for dropping in. Good to see you again. And my friend Tony from down south and San Antonio. Looking forward to seeing you there, Tony. I think we're going to be in the same hotel. So, and Craig Faringa. Not sure I've ever met you, Craig. Looking forward to seeing you there. Drop by the booths for sure. This and it's behind Cindy. Cindy's banner is basically what you're going to see physically in our booth. There she goes. Bye, Cindy.
Run out of the way.
We lost Cindy.
Lyle, we kind of all pitched together and created this graphic, and Lyle's got them all printed. He's going to be bringing them down to all of us, and I'll bring Steve's back for him. So, it'd be good. That way you can recognize who's part of the vendor showcase gang. Bob, what does Bob say here? Steve, it's a question for Steve. You see that, Steve?
Yes.
I noticed the 5-inch Abernet for the RO sander isn't perforated. Do they need to be, or is the construction of the Abernet such that dust is pulled through the paper?
The dust is pulled through the paper. It's a mesh. So it's a very fine mesh, but as you can see, it works great for those applications. So and the beauty of this is you don't have to carry, me as a vendor, I don't have to carry 8 different configurations of hole patterns for dust extraction. But yeah, so the 5-inch is available in 80 grit to 1,000 grit, and we sell it by 10 packs, so you don't have to pony up to buy a whole box.
Yeah, I know I bought a couple of rolls from you last time I saw you, so excellent stuff. Thank you, Steve. Let's see, we've got Roy again joining. Oh, John's got Instagram at John Jordan. Is that John Jordan Woodturning? You got to move it over just slightly.
Move it
John.
over, yeah. Yes.
There we go. Yep.
There we go.
Excellent. Good to have you
John's
here, Roy.
high-tech graphics there.
We are high tech here, if nothing else. Did you hear about the guy that was talking to his wife and he was whispering? She said, "Why are you whispering?" He said, "I'm afraid that the internet's listening to me." And she just laughed at him, and then Siri laughed, and then Alexa laughed.
Apple laughed.
Yeah. Excellent.
Google
Excellent.
laughed.
Yeah.
Craig has got a good question. First time attendee. Any advice on how to have a great experience? I'll just say, I think the AW just posted the guide. I think the guide. There's a guidebook. Thank you.
Guidebook. It's an app.
And it's an app. Yeah, and I remember that app last time I went to AW. So it's an app on your phone. And you can kind of see the times and schedules. You can highlight and star ones you want to see, and it'll remind you of that kind of stuff. So that's one thing to look at. Bring comfortable walking shoes.
Yes.
You'll be walking a lot. Concrete floors in the trade show and probably in everywhere else. So.
And if there's somebody that you really want to see, get in there early so you can get a seat up front.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. It's not unusual to have, 200, 300, 500 people watching the same demo.
Yeah.
So.
And a lot of times what somebody will do is just bring a book with your name on it, and you can put that in the seat if you're going to do like lunch next or something like that.
My friend Cheryl Lewis, I believe on Thursday night, is doing a session on for first time people. So that's
a great idea.
So that
is a great idea.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, if you're a first timer, it's going to be overwhelming, no matter how you plan or what you do. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot of a lot. You
bring cash or credit card or PayPal,
Yes.
and bring a tote or something to carry your stuff in. Stay hydrated. It's going to be warm. Comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes, and
it'll be warm outside, but it's going to be freezing.
Gonna be over 100 every day next week in Chattanooga.
It's going to be freezing in the convention center.
How do you know that?
Yeah,
last time in Raleigh was hot in the trade show.
Bring
Raleigh
a
was
jacket
hot?
for being inside.
Raleigh was hot. Yeah.
Huh. Well, most of the time they're freezing, I guess.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the hotter it is outside, usually the colder they make it inside.
I'm going to offer two different ideas as well. One is make a plan B for all the different rotations you might go to. Because if you can't get a seat or something, be ready to jump to something else.
Yeah.
The other thing I would say is use every available moment that you have to meet other people. This is a great time to meet people face to face, go chat with folks, sit down at when you go have lunch, say in the lunch area or whatever, sit with somebody, just ask if you can sit with them and start talking. And
maybe somebody you never met.
Exactly.
Even us vendors.
And do that in the vendor booth too. We love to have people visiting because that's, I love going to these shows mostly because I get to hang out with all my friends like you guys. So that's my number one motivation.
Yep.
The other thing is, for the real fun, head for the bar at the host hotel after all the sessions are done, and you get to spend a little bit of unstructured time with everyone. You'll meet the demonstrators just hanging out, and they're all really good people.
Buy them all drinks.
Cindy's
I want to hear a little bit more about what Cindy means by unstructured time.
Well, I mean that, like,
no.
You get to. I wasn't being silly there. I meant.
No, I know. I love the definition though. Unstructured time.
He is.
Very, yeah.
Isn't that what they say in grade school when the kids aren't expected to be, doing a lesson or something?
Well, you wouldn't write down.
That's good. I just like
7:20 p.m. wobble through lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's.
And in fact, in that vein, don't expect to get up to your room easily. There's always a wait for the elevator too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're Todd's wife Shelley is going to be in the bar. Yes.
Yeah. And Guy says Chattanooga Distillery is only a block away.
Wow. Maybe we'll have to have a meeting, an extra symposium meeting after hours.
Maybe a lunch.
Chattanooga has one of the great aquariums in the world. It's a freshwater aquarium, although they have a saltwater aquarium too as well now. But it's based on rivers of the world, being as Chattanooga is located on the Tennessee River, and it's fabulous. They have prehistoric looking fish in that thing that are beyond bizarre. They have a snapping turtle They have a Delta on the top floor, like a from New Orleans or something. They have a snapping turtle in there that looks like a Volkswagen.
Wow.
Steve, you just can't stop playing with that Velcro, can you?
I can't. No.
And another thing
Yeah.
I heard is that, John, see if you've heard about this. There supposedly is a carousel horse exhibit or museum or something, big time thing about carousels in
I don't
Chattanooga.
know. I don't know about that. They have a
I don't
fabulous
either.
art museum there. It could be on display
Oh.
there. The hunt is
I
right
think
next
this is
door to the
something else.
aquarium.
Huh.
The riverfront there is very nice.
How far away are you from the venue, John? Where you
I'm
live?
2 hours away.
Are you going home each night to sleep in your own bed?
No, Lord, no.
That way you wouldn't be able to spend any time in the bar afterwards.
Well, I don't go to bar, Cindy. But my
Unstructured time.
daughter and husband and our grandson live in Chattanooga, so we're
Okay,
we're there
cool.
frequently.
Oh, are you going to bring Max to meet everyone?
Max will make an appearance on probably Saturday.
Excellent, excellent.
Yes. So he's
We
looking
all
forward
want to have a
meeting some
picture
of his-
taken with Max.
He'd like to meet some of his Facebook fans. Yeah.
Colin Chalmers. Hi, guys. Good lineup here. Thanks for joining, Colin. Good to hear and see you again. Hopefully you're going to be in Chattanooga. We'll meet up again. And then, of course, Mike is there. Mike, first-time attendee. So
All
you're
right,
going to be
Mike.
putting him to work, Lyle?
Come say hey.
Yeah, he's going to be working. Well, he'll be in my booth and helping out there. So he's going to be loading in and loading out too. So we're going to make him sweat a little bit.
Poor guy. Got to let him go to at least one demo.
Oh yeah, he'll be able to get away. I hope.
You gonna come
I
see
hope
me?
he doesn't. I hope he doesn't have any time to get away. That means we're so busy. We're just writing orders.
He's got to be one demo that's not yours.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be demonstrating this year, so I'll just be in the booth.
Yeah. There's a good question from Glenn. He's from Corpus Christi. Has AAW ever been in Texas?
Yes.
Yes.
Several times.
When?
One time.
San Antonio.
Well, it was
That
it's been in San Antonio. It's been in Denton.
Denton?
So that's at least twice.
When was Denton?
Huh. When was Denton? You know where Denton is?
Probably 92.
Before San Antonio, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah. Yeah, early 90s.
Because San Antonio was like 95, 96.
I think it was more like 98.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
They all run together.
It was in the 90s.
Yes.
But
it was in the 90s,
thing
yes.
is,
I
asked.
In fact, the one in Denton,
recently.
There were 2 symposiums that year because we switched from, it used to be in the fall. Originally they were in the fall, and we switched to the summer, and they ended up with 2 one year, and I think Denton was one of those.
But there's also SWAT in Waco in August, which is probably next to AAW, the largest symposium.
It is.
Yeah,
and it's been larger. A year or 2.
If you go by attendees, SWAT is on a par, and sometimes a little bit more,
but not as much. Not. It's still not on the same scale, even though it's huge. Nothing like the Instant Gallery Day AW with 3,000 pieces and
that's true.
Like
that.
And the
It's
number
not on the scale of cost either. So
not on the scale of cost either.
It is a more affordable show to go to.
Great.
Yeah.
And the vendors are at SWAT are fabulous. So
SWAT is a little more like the earlier days where it's a little more informal. It's not quite so buttoned up, if you know what I mean.
SWAT has the advantage of being in the same place every year, so that they don't have to reinvent the wheel every time they go to a new location. So they got their act together on how to handle. They can put 1,000 people in there and really know how to handle them. Bring all the food in, serve lunches there. So it's different than AAW, but just as many people.
And we all have our favorite hotels and restaurants and things there at SWAT too. And
Cindy, you were saying something about talking with the board. What was that?
Oh yeah, I was going to say
Rudy.
Rudy's. Is that one of the ones from SWAT?
Yeah.
It's right beside
Yeah.
you on there. Yeah.
It's the
I
barbecue
asked a board
place.
member one time, why don't we have the AAW in? And I'm going through the litany of the list of what I want, where and how come. And apparently there is a list of criteria that the AAW Symposium now has to use. And it was different when we had smaller events held at a college, like San Antonio, I think was a college, and Davis. And I guess there must be a college in Denton. I can't imagine what else is in Denton.
Yeah, it was
anyway,
not a convention center. Yeah, it was not. It was in some probably a university kind of building.
UNT.
Yeah,
Probably.
UNT. Yeah.
I picture the building in my head. I remember
what they told me was that at the scale AAW is now, there was some reason why whoever it was I was talking to said, we'll never go to Texas. And I don't know if it was unions or state laws against something.
Well,
you're not allowed to have an
and that's one person talking to Cindy, and things change, and you got somebody that's got a hair about something, and
and they also think about things like, I live in San Diego, so I'm in the corner of the country. And I don't think they would ever come to San Diego because we're in the corner of the country, and you're not going to draw people as easily coming clear across as opposed to being somewhere more interior where you can get people from all sides. So
yeah, it definitely has to do with how many turners are within a radius of that facility.
It can't be that, or we'd have it on the East Coast every single time. They had it in
that
Phoenix.
actually.
I mean,
but they also go back and forth for that same reason.
Yeah, right.
The one I attended years ago was Albuquerque. So that was the closest
great.
It's ever gotten to me.
Because I stayed in Santa Fe for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, at any rate,
that's a small town.
There are their reasons, and it's much more complicated than somebody like me saying, "Oh, well, that looks like a great place." There's just a lot that they think about. So here's a good friend of ours, Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob.
Good to hear from
Bob.
you. Yep. And I guess you gotta listen to those doctors, but we'll see you online hopefully sometime soon.
Yeah, you get well soon there, Bob.
In our pocket.
And Denton is a beautiful small town, and I actually happen to love the Panhandle of Texas for a lot of reasons. I've spent some time there, hang gliding mainly, and it's a cool place, but it's really not highly populated.
Well, it's just north of Fort Worth. It's 1 hour from me.
Am
I thinking of something else then?
I'm
not thinking of Denton. I must be thinking
this
of
this is where the 35 Highway 35 merges at the north end between Fort Worth and Dallas. And then,
I'm going to have to look at the map and see what town I was thinking of when I
belong to the
stuff.
woodturning club out there, the Golden Triangle
Florida.
Woodturners out in Denton. So good group for
Dalhart. Sure. That's what I was thinking of. Dalhart. Anybody been to Dalhart?
I think I've driven through it.
It's in the Panhandle. Anyway, that's what I kind of was. That's what my mind went to. Sorry about that. Anybody who's from Denton and thought I was maligning their beautiful town. I wasn't. I was thinking of a very remote little place, which is actually delightful in a different way.
It's where my son went to school.
Yeah.
Dalhart?
No, Denton. The Screaming Eagles. That's where Mean Joe Green's from.
That's what I was going to say. Green Machine, right?
So he went to North Texas?
University of North Texas, yeah.
My son got his master's there. Yeah. He's not a musician, is he?
No, computer science. And it was, in fact, they have their own, I think it's completed semiconductor fab on site now.
Wow.
Oh.
They've done a big investment. In fact, they're also looking for bit mining companies to take root there.
Wow.
Not my choice, but
yeah. Excellent.
Well, guys, I'm My wife's going to take me back to eat a taco.
Sounds good.
Oh, you're leaving us, John?
I am. I'm going to bail out.
I smoked a
to see
pork butt. Does
everybody.
that count?
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
you next week, John. You,
And I'm going to call
you take
Very
Steve
care.
one
soon.
day and talk about sandpaper.
Yeah.
It's about time to get a new sheet.
One. Yeah.
I guess I just want to
Mhm.
say thanks everybody here for doing this today, and Vendor Showcase vendors, and thank everybody for joining in on the discussion and the chat. We'll hopefully see a lot more of each other here within a week.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay.
Any last words?
Now we're just 5. Oh, and Shelley and Todd
5 and
have a
Shelley.
daughter who graduated from
And
UT
wait.
Austin.
UNT.
Yeah.
U and T. Yeah. There you go.
University of
Yeah.
Texas, UT Austin.
Oh,
different than UNT.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, that's the one on the river down there on the, what is it, the San Gabriel or the,
In Austin? Yeah.
yeah,
Right in downtown Austin, pretty much.
right around the corner from Moonshine.
Don't know that. What's that? Is that a?
It's on the way to 6th Street when you're walking there.
Oh yeah.
It's a great restaurant.
Yeah, there's a lot of good food and drink down there for sure. I know my daughter explored it all, so yeah. We won't get into it, but Shelley
So
remember
here's a question.
her first weekend there was just quite a story.
Who's coming to Toronto? I haven't been
And
there for a long
when?
time.
What's in Toronto, Calvin? Is it a woodworking
Space
show?
Needle.
Toronto has a
Toronto's
Space
great
Needle?
city to visit, but we got to
Yeah.
get across the border and back if we're going to do any demos or anything. If
Yeah.
you've got a club in the area of Toronto, get a hold of us. I've demoed up there. It's been a lot of years ago, but we can come
Yeah, me
back
too.
again.
Shelley's having trouble typing today.
Yeah, I see that. I was going to put that up there, but then I saw the misspelling. So
Is she
never
on
mind.
into the Clamatos already?
I think
She
I don't
must
know.
be doing the
I think she's
the
typing on
te-
the iPad.
talk.
Well,
talk
what's
to
funny is
type
we
thing.
can't
No,
see
she's
that.
typing on the
That's what's really funny.
I know.
Yeah,
I can hear her laughing in there. So
Oh,
anyway,
uh,
we should
mhm.
Canada. She meant to say Canada. Her and
Mhm.
I are from Canada, so that's where we went to school. Shall we end the broadcast, folks?
I think we should. Yep.
All right. Thumbs
It's
up.
been
Thanks,
delightful
everyone, for
to
joining.
see everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for
And,
coming and visiting, and we look forward to seeing everybody next week.
Absolutely.
Yep, next week and at the next vendor showcase event, we'll be doing something special, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're planning something for the fall. Probably, I don't know if October-ish is what we kind of thought about, but you'll hear more from us for sure. So
Just let me know when
Yeah.
there's a call that I need to get on, Me and John.
Will do. Yeah. Not a problem.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you later.
We'll see you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.